Karma leads to sanskar, sanskar leads to habits, habits lead to your character. Isn't it? This is the cycle you saw here, right? Now, habit changing is a big problem for our young people. How do I make a habit and how can I unmake it? How do I create it? How can I uncreate it? Sometimes we make wrong habits and then we have to work at changing them. Hai na? And good habits, we know they are going to help us. So, how do we create habits? The thing is, a habit is only created if you repeat your actions, isn't it? एक ही चीज को अगर बार बार करो, then the grooving occurs. So a habit can be changed by replacement techniques, which means what? You don't repeat a thing. Good things only are to be repeated. Now you have to pay attention to your studies because next week is the exam. So the habit of sitting long time with sustained attention applied to your books, this must be the habit. If I study for 10 minutes, then I need 15 minutes of entertainment, then again 10 minutes of study. This is a bad habit. How can I overcome it? Suppose it has come into my experience, next I will not repeat it. I will so fix my will that my mind does not turn towards anything else during my hours of study. Agar aap repeat karte raho, the habit goes on getting stronger. The way to change a habit is replacement. You replace it with better habits. They say habits can't be removed but they can be replaced. Iska matlab hai you bring in something which will help you to study further. Drink a cup of coffee, that is better rather than turning to something else. You see, mind has limited cognitive capacity. You must apply it to one thing at a time and sustain that application. You understand, for long periods of time. This is to be practiced. If you turn your attention to other things, well, you create the wrong habit. You understand, this is the cause for failure. So coffee can be a trigger, a cue for developing the good habit, isn't it? You sit on a comfortable chair with your laptop in front of you, that is a good habit. Agar padhai mein man nahi lag raha ho, if you have all these accessories close to you, which will help you study, the habit will grow. The good habit will grow. You understand? So habits you can create them, you can uncreate them. Create the right habits right now. Your sleeping hours, your waking hours, they must be programmed for success, not for failure. If the mind is so over anxious or full of fear or depressed occasionally that I need this and that entertainment in order to pep up my mind, you have got into the wrong mode of habits. The way to change this is, as I told you, the positive habit cues are to be collected. You know, there's a loop of habit. The loop has this. First of all, habit cues should be kept close to you. Then this is all modern psychology, what I'm telling you. And then a craving for the goal to be achieved is to be created. Yes, right? And then a response, reward and response mechanism is to be created. Which means what? If I have my immediate goal is to do very well in the upcoming assignment next week, then what will I do? I will promise myself a period of rest after the test. If I work well now, a kind of reward mechanism you are giving yourself. I will be able to do what I like after this period. So then the mind will obey you. The mind will sit there. You understand? Otherwise it can become very restless at some point of time. So try to understand there are ways of developing good habits. And if you are able to develop habits which will keep you focused on your goals, then your success is guaranteed. If you develop the wrong habits, enormous energy is wasted and you have to collect it again, bring it into a particular sort of pathway, and then only you will get success.